guys, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. So today what I wanted to talk about was some tips that you can reduce your consumption and also save some money. So one of the big things that I like to talk about on my channel and on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, it's Debt Free Doctor, is ways that I am paying off my student loans at an accelerated rate. And one of those ways is by I've started to consume less, and by consuming less, I ultimately end up saving more money. So let's talk about 7 ways that you can consume less and save more. So the first tip is to find reusable alternatives. Now, initially, sometimes a reusable alternative may cost more upfront, but because you're able to reuse it and you don't have to buy it again and again, it will save you money in the long term. So a couple of examples of things that I own include wool dryer balls. I think these are a great investment. They're environmentally friendly. You can use them over and over again. I love them. They work really well. It doesn't make my clothes staticky or anything, and it's all natural. The next item is a reusable makeup wipe. I believe this brand is called like Makeup Forever or something like that. I got it for Christmas in my stocking one year, and I've been using it. I just, whenever I do wear makeup, which isn't very often anymore, I just wipe it off with this and some water, and then clean with my regular cleanser after that. And this can just go right into the wash and can be used over and over again rather than the disposable makeup wipes. So there are a ton of those sorts of things where you can buy something that is made to be reused multiple times so that you don't have to buy the disposable alternative. The next tip is if something is broken, just fix it. Obviously there are some things that just become broken beyond repair, but there are things that are broken and our society just ends up getting rid of it, and rather than attempting to try to fix it and save money. So for example, if buttons fall off of clothes, it is super easy to learn how to sew on a button. All you have to do is just get a little mini sewing kit, and it's simple. So we do that. The other example that we've done recently is I have this cute like coffee table. I got it at Home Goods originally, and for some reason the wood started splitting, and I spent $80 on this table, and I immediately started thinking, oh gosh, now I have to get a new table. But with just a little bit of wood glue and some extra screws, we were able to glue it back together, and obviously it doesn't look perfect, but it works. It functions as it's supposed to. It's not splitting anymore, and we're just going to keep using it. The next tip to consume less is to change your mindset. So if you think about it, everything that we purchase with our time, not our money, right? Because you put in your time in order to make your money. So if you break it down in terms of, say you want something that costs $100, and then say you make, just for math's sake, you make $25 an hour. So you would have to work 4 hours in order to afford this $100 item. And that's just put simply, that's not including like taxes and everything. So honestly, you would have to probably work a little bit more than that to afford that $100 item. So if you start thinking about it that way, if you say, oh man, I really want this new pair of shoes, they're so cute and so on trend, but I would have to work 5 hours at my day job in order to afford these, then maybe they don't seem quite so enticing anymore, right? So that is one of the ways that, that kind of starts to deter me in terms of, oh, maybe it's not really worth all of my time to be able to buy these things. Next, another really simple one to implement is unsubscribe and unfollow. So especially during the holidays, you're getting a lot of emails from companies and businesses saying, look at our sales, we have great prices, end of the year sales, you don't want to miss out, etc., etc. And they're made to make you feel like you are missing out and that you do need these things, and if you don't, you're losing money, which isn't true. You really don't need those things, unless you do, and in that case, go ahead, take advantage of the sale, that's fine. But if you remove those temptations in the first place, then you're going to be less likely to be making those impulse purchases. Unsubscribe from all of those emails, and if you're finding yourself looking at people on social media like on Instagram or Pinterest and constantly feeling like, wow, I wish I had that, I wish I looked like that, unfollow those people. You don't need to be following those people who are making you feel less than you are, and that are making you feel like you need to buy more than you do. Tip number 5 for consuming less is to make a list. So I always keep in my notes section of my phone a list of things that, if they pop into my head that I need them or I want them, I write them down. So that way when I'm out, if either at the thrift store or if I'm browsing sales or anything like that, I can check my list and be like, okay, is this thing on my list? Is this something that I need? And if it's on my list, then yes, it's okay to buy it. That's a super simple way to make sure you limit your impulse purchases. Tip number 6 is similar to the previous tip in terms of it helps limit your impulse purchases, is to implement the 24-hour rule. So if you come across something and you're like, oh my gosh, I really, really want this, and it's not on your list, then what I recommend is waiting 24 hours. So if you wait 24 hours, you wake up the next day, and you still feel like you really, really need or want that item, then at that time, if you've put in the research, you've looked it up, and you decide, okay, this is something that I do want to purchase, then you won't feel as bad about it, right? It's not going to have been an impulse purchase then, because you're going to have waited 24 hours, and it'll be something that you've actually put some thought into. A lot of the times you're going to wait those 24 hours and you're going to realize, oh, that was going to be an impulse purchase. I really didn't need that. So it's great to implement this rule to help limit those impulse purchases. The last tip is to meal plan, and this helps you waste less food. And when you meal plan, you will find that you do save money because you are specifically planning exactly what meals you're going to make, so you know exactly what ingredients you need, and then you're going to end up using those ingredients and you'll use them before they go bad. So if you just end up buying things left and right at the grocery store and don't have a specific plan for what you're going to eat, it makes it a lot easier to overbuy, overspend, and food goes to waste. So this is one of the best tips that I think that we've implemented in the last few years in terms of helping us cut down on food waste and helping us save a lot of money. The grocery bill is one of the big 3 in terms of when you're trying to decrease your expenses. It's housing, transportation, and food. So meal planning is one of the best ways that you can implement to help you save money. All right, guys, so that is my 7 tips in terms of helping you to consume less and end up saving more. I hope you found these tips helpful. Let me know if you currently do any of these things or if you're planning on implementing these in the new year. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you found this video helpful at all, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. It really means a lot to me and helps me out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.